What's good? What's up? What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts on LA? 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 Let me know something. What's your thoughts on LA? What's your thoughts on LA right now? If you in LA right now, let me know what's going on from the ground level. If you in LA right now, let me know what's going on the ground level. But what's your thoughts? What's your thoughts on LA? What's your thoughts on LA? Should these people be deported or are they good? What's y'all thoughts on LA? Should these people be deported or nah? And if you think they should be deported, do you think it's okay the way they deporting them now, or it should be a better way? What y'all think? What's y'all thoughts on LA right now? And what's your thoughts on illegal immigrants overall? Like, what's your thoughts? What's your thoughts? Let me know something. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Make sure you check the polls out. Let me know. Let me know. What's y'all thoughts on LA? What's y'all thoughts on LA? If y'all need to be reminded or need to know what's going on in LA, just put LMK. Let me know. LMK. Put LMK if you want to know what's going on in LA. You should know what's going on right now, though. Let me know. What's your thoughts on LA? If you need to know what's going on in LA, put LMK. What's your thoughts, though? Should they be deported or they shouldn't be deported? If they should be deported, do you think they handled it right or what? What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts? Let me know. If you in LA right now, let me know what's going on. What's going on the ground level? We know the media can be, it use propaganda. So is everything smooth in LA? Is everything cool and calm, or is really as bad as they saying? Is people really waving Mexican flags, other countries' flags? Is they really looting different places? Is the police officers really, throwing tear gas in the crowds and stuff like that? So let me know what's going on. If you in LA, let me know what's going on. But what's your thoughts though? What is your thoughts on what's going on in LA right now? Should they be deported? Should they be deported or nah? What you think? What you think? Should they be deported or nah? Also, I got a question. Do y'all think this is a distraction? I feel like a lot of things been going on. This is my personal opinion. I feel like a lot of things been going on in the world, and I think what would I say? The main media or the main government has been, I think, trying out things. I would say just to get the country riled up for some reason. To me, that's what it seems like to me. But what's your thoughts? What's your thoughts on LA, and what's your thoughts on the current state of what's going on right now? In the United States and in the world as a whole. Have anybody else been looking at the world news? There's been a lot of catastrophic events happening all over the world. You got stuff drying up where it's usually wet, and then you got things getting super wet and freezing where it's usually hot and dry. So, what's your thoughts? What's your thoughts? What is your thoughts on what's going on in LA right now? What's your thoughts? Should they be deported or not? Should they or not? Let me know in the polls. If they should be deported now, do you think they handled it right, or do you think, you know, they should handle it better? My thing is, really, if you ask me, Well, let me hear y'all opinions first. Let me hear y'all opinions. Let me hear y'all opinions on it. Let me hear your opinions. What I will say is, from what I heard in the news, if they are waving Mexican flags and burning U.S. flags, that don't sound right. To me, if you want to stay here, then I wouldn't burn the actual flag where you want to stay. But if you upset with the way that the country is handling it, I could sympathize with that. I know how to put myself in other people's shoes. But what's your thoughts on it? What's your thoughts? And I tell y'all my full thoughts on if I think they should be deported, or I think they should be able to stay, or what. What's your thoughts right now? What's your thoughts on what's going on in LA? If you in LA right now, let me know what's going on ground level. Like, is they really protesting peacefully? Is it a protest at all? Because sometimes people they say it's be protested. Is it really even a protest going on? If it is a protest, is the officers out there really throwing tear gas on these people and really like detaining them, like just pulling random people, or what? My thoughts is though, I do want to know if they is, if ICE is pulling up, to get these immigrants. How do they know who's who? How do they know if somebody is illegal or not? Or is they like, that's what I want to know. Is they just grabbing people, or like do they got some type of facial recognition? So if you in LA right now, let me know what's going on ground level. But if you're not in LA and you just, and you've been hearing about what's going on, chime in, let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts. Should these people be deported, or should they be able to stay, being that they made it? Or do y'all think it should be a certain balance? Like, if people been here a certain period of time, should they still be able to stay, or they still got to go? What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts? Let me know in the polls. Let me know. Should these people be allowed to stay, or should they just be, should they be deported? Okay, we got one person here say if they're illegal, it's very simple. Deport them, right? Okay. So you want them to be deported if they're illegal. Okay. I like your thoughts. I like your thoughts. Okay. So now, what you saying they should be deported? Are you okay with the way they handling the situation from what you have seen? Are you okay with that, or 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 you think they should handle it a little bit better? What's your point of view? What's your point of view? Also, everybody else, let me know what's your point of view. Should these people be deported, or should they be allowed to stay? You know. Also, what I have been on TikTok, from my point of view from TikTok, what I've been hearing also, that some of these illegal and Hispanics and non-black people are getting frustrated at the black people for not standing out there with them and protesting. And I can give you my opinion on that right now. That is wild for y'all to think that we should stand out there and protest with y'all. That's wild. Nobody ever stood out there and protested with us. So you on your own with that one. you have to stand in there and fight for your own rights when it comes to that. I count your pixels, GNG. I'm not sure what that mean. What that mean, Jason? What that mean? These people should be deported, or do you? Also, if let me know, is it wild? Is it mayhem right now in LA? Is it mayhem in LA right now? Like, is it like how they trying to portray it to be, as far as like the internet and on media? Is they really, fighting toe to toe with the police? And is the police really hemming these people up, throwing tear gas? Is these people really looting buildings? Is they really, burning flags and stuff like that? Let me know what's going on. If you in LA on ground level, let me know what's going on. But if you just watching, what's your thoughts? What's your thoughts? Especially if you a U.S. citizen. If you a U.S. citizen, what is your thoughts right now? What is your thoughts on the on illegal immigrants? Should they be deported, or should they be allowed to stay? And if they should be allowed to stay, do you think it's dependent on how long they've been here, or what? or it doesn't matter? You think I don't care if you've been here 1 day or 50 years. If you illegal, you gotta go. What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts? Let me know in the polls. Let me know in the polls. Let me know in the polls. We got two people who say, yeah, they should be deported so far. You got two people. You got two people in the polls. You got two people in the polls saying they should be deported. They ain't trying to hear it. You got two people in the polls right now say they don't care. They want them deported. If they illegal, they gotta go. So what's your thoughts? What's your thoughts? I'm gonna give y'all my thoughts when we get if we get 5 votes in the polls, I'll give y'all my thoughts. But as of right now, I want to hear y'all thoughts. How y'all feel about it? If you in LA right now, let me know what's happening ground level. Like, is it really a protest? Is people in their house, hiding and not protesting? They just waiting to figure out what's going on? Or is they really in the streets protesting, but it's peaceful? Or is it really wild like they say in the streets? Is it wild like they say in the streets? Is the officers, using excessive force, tear gas in them, and it's the illegals or so-called illegals. It's the people fighting back. What's going on? Also, um, if these people are being deported, how are they identifying these people? That's what I want to know. How are they identifying these people? I mean, you can show up wherever you want to show up, but is they asking these people for ID once they show up to a location or what? Like, how are they conducting business? We got more voters. We got more voters. We gotta know. Okay, we gotta know. So we got 2 yeses and a no. If you put the no in the polls, if you want to write why, please write why. I want to know why you think they shouldn't be deported if they're illegal. I haven't told my side yet, so I will give my take with 2 more votes. I'll give you what I think should happen. If you in LA right now, let me know what's happening ground level. Like, let us know the real. Like, what is the real? Is it really a peaceful protest? Um, are people really burning the U.S. flag? And if so, why would they be doing that? Um, Yeah, why would you burn the flag? That's what I want to know. That's my whole concern. If you really want to stay here, burning the flag just don't sound like a good idea at all. You can't be mad that somebody don't want you here if they don't want you here now. You can't just start burning the flag. You just said you wanted to be here. That's my opinion on that part, as far as the burning the flag thing. And that's if that's even real. So that's why I need to know. If you in LA right now, what is really taking place? What is really taking place? If you do want to know my thoughts on just the Mexican Hispanic community, period, what I will say is what it looked like for me when it comes to California, Texas, and stuff like that. No matter what you say, it looked like y'all did carve out a space like that. The states and stuff did look like it carved out a space for y'all to be now, you know. But also, what I will say is, if you know you was here illegally, then you can't possibly think it was gonna always be forever if you did illegally, even though they made it seem like it was a safe space for you guys. What I would say is you couldn't expect it to be forever. Like, you always gotta, have a backup plan, because I mean, it's crime. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you thinking like as a criminal, I mean, because you know what I mean? If you saying like, boy, I'm about to sneak into a country, I mean, you always have to have in the back of your mind, like, this possibly can't be forever. So, if the circumstances do come about, I'm just gonna have to adjust to it. But what's y'all thoughts? Specifically though, should they be deported? Now, I haven't answered this yet. Should they be deported or should they be allowed to stay? And also, if they're allowed to stay, should it be based on how long they already been here, or we should just say, if you made it here safely, then you good, or what? What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts? And also, are you guys aware about, I thought, well, it was like bad at the border at one time, but it was letting people in. That's what it sounded like. I mean, they were saying you live 2 hours from LA. If you're illegal, have labor job, US doesn't apply to you, which is bullcrap. If you're illegal, have labor jobs, US federal law doesn't apply to you. So you telling me? I'm not sure. I just want to make sure because I'm not aware of this part. So Rick, I like that comment, Rick. I like that you know what I mean. You came in here and you provided some good information. So are you saying that in LA, if these people say like do like construction work or mow the lawn and stuff, like the jobs that, no disrespect, that they usually do anyway, and there's no disrespect, but I'm just saying, y'all know now. Let's not try to. That's like saying Asians don't eat rice. Y'all know I'm not trying to be racist in that, but I'm just saying. You telling me if the work that they already basically doing, being that they have the job and they working, then they not really considered illegal, so it doesn't apply. They get to stay, is what you saying? If that's what you saying, Rick, that's damn. So I mean, not trying to be funny, but it do seem like most of them when they come here, they do work and do some type of labor job. So I mean, are they illegal at this point then? I mean, like, wow. Okay. And we got five votes, y'all. We got 5 votes. Four say they should be deported. One says no, they shouldn't be deported. We got another person saying they shouldn't be deported now. We got 6 votes. So we got 4 people saying they should be deported. We got 2 people saying they shouldn't be deported. Do y'all want to know my opinion on it? My opinion is they should be deported. They should be deported. That's my opinion. They should be deported. They should be, you know. And what I think is they should have a way where they can provide some type of funds, to these people. Have some type, because we always giving money away to anybody, other countries anyway. So go ahead, write another little small check, and we ain't doing this no more. Go ahead, cut a check to these people, for them to get back home and have a few dollars to get once they get to their location safely. And then yeah, I think they should be deported though. I do think they should be deported. I really do. I do. I think the United States need to get to a place where we need to get our stuff together. So as of right now, just like, and even how everybody is behaving to the deportation, or the way they behaving back, far as like from what I heard, if they really waving the flags and stuff like that, if they really burning the US flags and stuff like that, I really think, yeah, it's time to go, because you have to I think that they not really, if you ask me, they are here for the money opportunity. But if you know Mexicans really, and Hispanics and stuff like that, they are really, and this is what I love about them. They love their culture, they love their own people, and they fascinated with, like, they love each other, and they embrace their own culture. And I love that about Mexicans and Hispanic people and stuff like that. So I think they should and I think they were just only here for the, financial gains, which nothing is wrong with that. Nothing is wrong with, working your move. Nothing is wrong with that. But I think being that if it's just enough is enough, and what's going on in the United States right now, far as, it's a rise in energy, it's all type of energy that's coming here. It's the black community is rising. Um, you know, even though it's a divide, with the blacks and all other races, and blacks and whites, it's still more camaraderie too. I can't get that word out. It's still more love, amongst each other as well. So until we get this place, right, as a unit, because the United States is just off the hinges right now. Until the United States get itself in order, I feel like Anybody illegal, just any just all the extra hairs, we just need to get it out the way so we can see who's here, who's really gonna be decent human beings. We don't all have to like each other, but can we get it together? If we can't be together here, yeah. But as of right now, all the illegal and people cause let's be real. When we see Mexicans, Hispanics, and stuff like that, you guys have your your Spanish flag stuff like in your cars and stuff like that. You guys have a lot of pride and for your own community, which is amazing. This is something I admire about you guys. All Hispanics out there, the way you guys hold each other down, the way you guys support each other, the way you guys love each other, culture, the country, and stuff like that. I love that about you guys. So I don't think really it's a big of a deal. If you really look at it, I feel like the Hispanics have done enough here anyway where if they really came together, like the people who was already here, they came together and support the people who's in their country who might don't have as much. I think they got enough, it's enough going around. So I feel like they'll be okay. So I do feel like they should be deported at this moment in time. And I don't feel like, even though I feel like the world try to paint it as a bad picture, it ain't a good way to tell somebody to get out. You know what I mean? You already illegal, so it ain't too many good ways to tell somebody to get out. You know what I mean? You I mean, especially if they don't want to get out. Everybody is not been here for a while. Some of these people fresh, so they just trying to get their money off the ground. Get a piece of the American dream, so called. So, but it ain't a good way to tell nobody to get out. So I mean, the way they handle it, I don't have a problem with that either, because I mean, you already illegal. You don't have any paperwork. We don't know. It ain't too many ways to figure out, but they kind of be a little. You know what I mean? It's gonna be kind of disrespectful to your human rights in a way, because there's no other way to identify you. So we gotta see you, go to places where we know you frequent at, go to places where we know you may be, lock the doors, and then ask you. You know what I mean? But also, though, I don't want the Hispanic people to be too mad when I say y'all should be deported, because, like I say, the United States is in a weird place right now, and we just trying to, as a whole, as the United States mother, as this bad female it is, we just trying to get it in order right now, and it's a lot of truths that's been coming out that's been hidden by lies and stuff like that. So I feel like you guys got to go. You got a country to go to and, enjoy yourselves, where you can see a whole bunch of people that look like you and speak like you, and just go there and be great. You know what I mean? So I do feel like they should be deported. But, 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 I mean, like I said, it also, as being a so-called black man, it also saddens me a little bit, the way you can see how the propaganda, I don't know if it's true or not. That's why I'm asking you guys. If you on the ground right now, if you're on the ground level, let me know if they really, sending tear gas and stuff in crowds. Is they really, beating down people and stuff like that? That is hard to watch, being that, my people have went through this type of stuff during protests and stuff like that. So that's not okay to see. But it's also, I think it's also an eye opener for to see other races of people go through it, so you can see like it. When we were saying, as a race, like, hey, when we going through stuff and we protesting, we might need other races of people to chime in. Even if we protesting against your own race, we need some of their own people to chime in. Right is right, wrong is wrong, right? And sometimes, people looked at that and was like, nah, we ain't trying to hear that yon. So now I think it's pretty cool to see, not pretty cool like I want to see them bad or hurt or something, but I think it's an eye opener for people to get their own, to see, what's going on. It's a riot, not a protest. Oh, see, that's what I'm saying. Are you ground level though? Are you ground level, or are you talking from what you have seen? Are you ground level, or are you talking from what you have seen though? Because I have seen a lot of stuff, on the internet as well. You not ground level. Yeah, so you can't really say then, because I mean I've seen the propaganda, but we all know how the internet and how social media and media itself can make stuff look like what it is. So just what you saw. Okay, yeah. So that's what I'm saying though. That could be tainted. That's why I'm asking. I'm trying to see as people ground level here as well to get us the full scoop. Because like I say, I'm on TikTok and YouTube and all that other stuff, and we watching, and I see some people saying, no, this is a peaceful protest, and it's actually peaceful. Like I see people just walking, and it's actually cool. And then I see some videos where it's wild. You got the people throwing tear gas in crowds, and you got police officers getting beat up, and then you got it looked like officers beating up on people. Paul said deport them. I agree with that. I think they should be deported as well. I do agree. I agree. I think they should be deported as well. Nobody knows. You come in here trolling. We in here have a good conversation. Come on, nobody knows. Be better than that now. Be better. Be better. What about what I said? Caleb, I ain't see what you said, Caleb. What did you say? I ain't see what you said, Caleb. It's a ride. Bonus said it's a ride, not a protest. See, that's what I'm saying. Are you ground level? Are you ground level? When y'all guys say it's a riot, not a protest, I'm not saying you guys wrong. But what I'm also want us all to do is, we know how social media and media can make things play out. Cause I have it have been stuff on social media where they make stuff look like it's something else, but I'm in the actual area and know that it's not happening. So, but are y'all ground level? LA needs to vote better. Paul say LA needs to vote better. I love big women. Say Trump civil war. My thing, do y'all really think Trump don't like okay? People say Trump don't like black people, then people say Trump don't like Hispanics or illegals either. So do Trump only like his own people, only like white people, or do he only like rich people? Like what it is. But it seems like he go at rich people sometimes too. So what's y'all thoughts on Trump, as far as that? Caleb, I still don't see your comment of what's going on. Jeff say it is happening. Far as what? What's happening? So it is riots. Are you ground level though? What I mean by ground level, are you in LA? Are you seeing this stuff? Like, are you seeing the riots? Is it rioting or is it protesting? And what do y'all mean by rioting? Like, is they tearing this place down? Like, are they lighting things on fire? And I got a question now, because don't act like this don't happen. These Hispanics and Mexicans got like they'll have like their own section or community spaced out, right? Well, how they carved out, wherever they at, they might have. It's a place where it's only Mexicans and Hispanics be at. Are they burning and tearing stuff down in that area, or is they burning and tearing stuff down just in the whole LA? So this two questions. There's two questions now. Is they burning and tearing stuff down in their area, or just the whole LA? And also, is it really rioting, or are they really protesting? Is it as bad as that? Jeff says both. I think that's what's happening too, Jeff. I think you got some people. I think because you always got your, both sides of the fence. I think you got your people who you got your, you always got your criminals, right? Your criminals who just gonna do criminal acts and just be horrible. And then I think you got people who really truly come here. They ain't got their paperwork right, and they just come here and really try to make a living. That's why my thoughts is I think they should be deported. But like I already said, I still feel like, and it ain't even feel like, I know it's genuine illegals here right now who just only came here to work, make their money, and they ain't trying to do too much or nothing. They keep it. I'm talking about they stay in their own community, and they only shop with each other, and they just work with each other and hang out with each other, and it just is what it is. I know that's what's taking place as well. But I also know, you know, I also know you're gonna have people who are gonna be criminals and gonna do criminal acts. Um, riding. He said ground level seems to be a position of authority fallacy. When I'm saying ground level, I'm just saying like, are they in LA right now? Are you in LA? Are you seeing this stuff? Do you got your feet on the ground? But they are in a net negative on society. A net negative on society? What you mean on society? When I think of society, I think of just people as a whole. I don't think Hispanics are a negative on society. Like that mean like they horrible people as general. That's what how I take it. But if you saying it's a negative, it leave a negative mark far as our books financially as the United States. I think so as well because I think Hispanics and Hispanics and Mexicans and stuff like that. I think they make their money here and but they spend it with each other and they also spend it outside of the country. So the money goes outside in that way. But I don't feel like they just horrible people now. That's going too far. Also, some of these comments coming in kind of fast, but Don Juan said black people love Trump until liberals told him we ain't really talking about that, you know. But I do agree. I do agree that black people did love Trump at one point, for sure. I think the black people so called not liking Trump now as a whole, that was done by media, you know. That was done by media because way before he wanted to become the president, people used to talk about Trump all the time. But I'm not advocating for Trump or not. I think Trump is better than Biden. If I had to put a finger on it, I think Biden just was horrible. I think I don't even think he pushed the button on nothing for real. I think they just paid that man. They paid that old man to sit in the suit and just be. And they treated him. They treated him like he was on a old folks home resort or something like that. Man, the White House. He ain't do nothing. Iron Eagle said they need to go home. Period. Why go? Why you say it like that though, Iron Eagle? Why go home though? Don Juan, they haven't. Nobody said they're horrible. Oh, I know. I know. I didn't say you said they was horrible. I didn't say you said it was horrible. What I'm saying is I wanted to make sure we was on the same thing. Like they maybe not be. I wouldn't say they have a negative, impact on society though. I would say on the United States. Saying society is like that's making them as horrible people. That's what I was saying. Traffic, available housing. I don't know what you saying. What you saying? They take up a lot of stuff. So one lady had a rifle. She was shooting at an ICE person and end up being a terrorist attack. Wow. Hold up, y'all. Let me pin that comment right there. Let me pin that comment. All right, we got the people in here right now. Most people is voting that they should be gone. They should be out of here. They need to be deported. That's what most people saying. You got some people saying, yeah, but not this way. I put that in there because I just wanted to see what people say that, yeah, not this way. But I will say this, though. It's no other way to tell nobody. I said this earlier. It's no nice way to tell somebody to get out that came illegally. There's no way to tell somebody nicely to get out. Also, with them being illegal, it ain't like we have a system, facial recognition on them and stuff like that. So it's like, I mean, what better way? How? What is the way? They take up more resources. If we deport them, oh, you saying they get a bunch of housing and stuff like that. But this my thing though. Okay, if they illegal, right? This is my thing. This is where we still got to start also taking the government into accountability, because sometimes they play games. You know what I mean? It's if they getting housing and all type of assistance and stuff, then how is they considered? How is they illegal? Then you know about them. You got to know about them, right? For them to come get some services from you, right? So if that's the case, that's probably what some of the anger coming in at. We gotta probably, we gotta sometimes put ourselves in other people's shoes. Sometimes this government know how to play games. This government know how to use and abuse you now. Cause I do remember at one point in time where it felt like they was letting immigrants in, and that was a whole big talk of where they was saying a bunch of immigrants was coming in and they was letting them in and stuff like that. Like they gave them housing and stuff like that in Chicago and stuff like that, right? So is it just hate on and what about they just said? I thought they just said they let some Africans in as well. So is this just a Hispanic and Mexican thing or what? Like, what's y'all take on that? Like, how y'all feel about them letting Africans and stuff in? They just have to let the people know they're leaving, and they'll get $1,000 check. Hey, I said something about that, Robert. That's crazy. I said that we should do that though. I said we should do that. I said we should pay them. We pay everybody else, all the other countries. I think we should just go ahead and give them a little check to slide on out with, and go ahead and slide on out. I feel like this. We should give them, like, let's say a 7-day grace period. You got 7 days to report to your local whatever authorities and get this little couple dollars and go ahead. We gonna ship you on off. After this period of time, if you caught after that, we're gonna handle you like you a straight terrorist, because you don't belong here. And we gave you a way out with some free cash to just slide. So after that, we're gonna handle you how we handle you. So that's why I feel like if they just give them a check, give out some type of check, give them a grace period, 7 days grace period, give them a check, and if they stay after that, you get handled how you get handled. We try to give you some money, and you get some free money and a free ride to the crib. After that, if you want to stay after that, you got to get handled how you get handled. You got to get handled how you get handled. The ones that's doing it legally, it's not just Mexicans though. No refugees are not an issue. They apply and get approved. Okay. Okay, so I'm saying, okay, so they it's not just, okay, are you saying they just not just taking away Mexicans and Hispanics, they just deporting all illegals at this moment? They got 30 days already. They already gave them 30 days, or they just gave them a 30-day period? Core 32.99, core 32.99, or core R 32.99. Are you saying they already gave them 30 days, or and this is it, the end result of it? Also, if you in here right now and you in LA, let me know exactly what's going on. What's going on the ground level? Oh, they gave them 30 days to self-deport already. When was that? When was the 30 days? Is the 30 days over, or they still in the 30-day period? Yeah, he told Bree Love said they already gave him time when Trump became the president. See, I don't be watching a lot of the politics like that. So Trump already had gave a warning already when he first became the president. Like, you got a little period now, and you got to slide. Bro, go to Mexico, start acting a fool, waving the American flag, riding, and see what happens. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that part. I don't think they should definitely shouldn't be around here burning American flags though. Not if you want to stay. That just don't make sense to me at all. I don't think the U.S. should be neglecting their own though. Like it's already home. Janice Jackson. Janice Jackson, I agree with you. That's what I was saying earlier. That's why I said I think that they should be deported as well. I also had agreed with everybody else that said they should be deported. I think they should be deported as well. I think we're in a state where we just need to get ourselves right now. We already just gave Israel some money and all that. Then it's just too much going. It's too many non-U.S. citizens, and I'm not even a big U.S. citizen guy, but it's just way too many non-U.S. citizens that's just benefiting off this tax money right now. Shit. That's why I say, boy, my next job I get, I'm filing exempt. I'm filing exempt. I ain't paying no taxes on nothing. I ain't because I'm filing exempt on my next job. You hear me? These people cannot. He talking about they take black. Hey, bro, I gotta post this. This funny though. Like this funny. This funny. Somebody said they take black jobs. Hey, bro, stop. Ain't no such thing as no black job. Ain't no such thing as no black job, bro. Y'all funny. I have family in Border Patrol. Right. Okay, Caleb. So right. You say you got family in Border Patrol, right? So it was a big talk though. It was a big talk how they was letting a bunch of immigrants in though, right? This wasn't too long ago. So they are not doing jobs that Americans do. Hey, I don't feel like that's true though. Cause no disrespect, jobs that I see Mexicans do most of the time is they hauling something in the truck, which means they just had to pick something up and put it on the trailer. They doing construction or they landscaping. Black people don't mind doing none of those jobs, if you ask me. I don't really believe in that. Yeah, the jobs that they do though, I don't really believe that it's jobs that won't nobody else do. I really don't believe that. It ain't too many jobs that black people won't do for real, for real. We just ain't. It ain't too many jobs we ain't gonna do. Like honestly, Americans want to be paid fairly. Man, we be acting like, hold up though. Sometimes y'all, I don't think that's even true when it come down to the point. I don't think the Mexicans be getting gypped. Them people they be in big boy trucks just like all the white people be. If you ask me, I be seeing them in the big boy trucks, the 250. I don't think that's the truth no more. Mexicans are the hardest working people. Now I don't know about that one either though. See, I'm a true black man, bro. I know. Like, see, what society try not to do is give us our credit, bro. Y'all do not know how happy black men be when they haven't had a job for a while and they get a job. You ain't telling them shit. You ain't telling them nothing. Them people will get on that job and work. Then once they get comfortable and figure stuff out, once life start going pretty good for a minute, they might slack off, but stacked in the apartment, stack their money. That's why I say though, y'all. That's why I say like, I don't think they should. I don't think they should. I do think they should get deported. But all the bad negative views on the people trying to say about Mexicans and stuff like that, I just can't get with it. Cause far as like, I like the way they are as a culture. Like I said this earlier, I just like the way they hang together. Like I'm a full believer of if we family, let us struggle together. Let us all be in the house. I don't care if it's 100 of us in the house and we got to build it up. I like that mentality, and they stand on business. They hold it down. I love it. I love it. I love the way they come together. But like I say, I do have to agree with y'all though when it comes to should they be deported. Yes, they should be deported though. They should be deported for sure. But if y'all on ground level, if y'all out there with in LA, let me know what's going on. I had somebody came here and said, I think was it Caleb? Somebody said somebody shooting and all type of stuff like that. Cyber Warrior say I'm Asian. I really love black mature women. Nature Boy Tyson, what's good? What's your thoughts, Tyson? What's your thoughts on what's going on in LA right now? Should the Mexicans and stuff should they be deported? Should the Hispanics, Mexicans should they be deported, or should they be allowed to stay? I think everybody illegal right now. If everybody illegal right now, should just be deported. Like we got to get home together right now on some real. I think right now at this point, everybody who ain't from here, if you on a working visa, anything, if you ain't married and you got somebody here married, I think everybody should go. You say let them stay tight. Why you think they should stay? Why you think they should be able to stay? Can't be burning American flags and stuff like that. I agree. I agree. I agree. I agree. You can't come to my house and I tell you to get out, and then you start throwing shit all around in my house, and then saying no, I want to stay. I want to stay. No, you can't stay. You can't stay. James said, "Come scoop me up." Where you at, James? That is treason. Yeah, I don't think how we got money from illegals, but I think you're trying to say how we got money for illegals, but not for the citizens. Yeah, like I feel that same way as well. But also though, I I don't know. I may be wrong with this one. Now correct me if I'm wrong with this one. But I don't feel like Mexicans come here and try to get involved in the system for handouts though. I really don't. If you ask me, I feel like when Mexicans come here, them people have whatever situation they got already somebody here, and them people figure that ish out until they can get up. They figure it out. I don't feel like they be using the system for real like that. If you ask me, I might be wrong though. Am I wrong? Am I wrong, y'all? See, that's what I'm talking about. The migrants. That's who they was letting in. The migrants. Now that's who's sucking from the system. If you ask somebody sucking, they sucking from the system. They come here get checks, housing. They the ones who get the checks and the housing. The Mexican Hispanics, from what I have seen, and just from I'm guessing outside looking in, they the ones who come in. Brother, you should go ride along and find out firsthand. What you mean? Go ride along, find out what? You said let them get booted. You said they definitely. Who though? You think the Mexicans and the Mexicans and the Hispanics get a boost when they come here, or the migrants? Cause the migrants is who I know got a boost, but I don't know about the Mexicans. Maybe I may be wrong though. You talking about you a migrant who came here illegal yourself? You might don't want to say that, buddy. You might don't want to say that. I don't know. You should say that. See, you say you a migrant, so I would consider you somebody you sucking then. So you somebody who came here, got the check, you the check and housing and all that. Right? Let me cash out me then. Cash out me and support me. Cash out me, cause you getting some of my taxpayer money. Oh, you an immigrant? Okay, okay. So Mark said free did it. Come on, Mark. Come on, Mark. That's what's on your mind. We ain't here talking about real life things. Came from the Philippines. I lost. Jeff said I lost my mind. I lost my mind with what, Jeff? What you mean? I'm asking questions. I ain't putting no specifics on nothing. How I lose my mind, Jeff? And Nature Boy, you said they get a boost. Who you talking about? Is you talking about the migrants, Tyson? Is you talking about the migrants, or is you talking about the Mexicans and the Hispanics? I know, but we trying to separate them though. So we talking about, okay. When I say migrants, we talking about the people who came in. We know they came in, got them checks that the U.S. looked like they turned the other cheek at the border and let them in. And then we talking about the Hispanics and the Mexicans that's supposed to be rioting / protesting right now in L.A. You say they the same thing. No, I don't know. I wouldn't say that though, because the migrants they was showing that was coming in, them people was looking like they from like, like India and just other not they won't look at Mexicans. Even they was letting like Africans and stuff in, but they wasn't looking Mexican and Hispanic. You saying who I think the migrants are? What I'm saying is I just explained what I was saying, but I'm talking about we trying to separate like as of right now, okay, in LA, they making it seem like ICE is only after Hispanics and Mexicans right now, like mainly Hispanics and Mexicans. When I say migrants, we talking about the people that like they let in the border that people was talking heavily about not too long ago before Trump became the president, and they wasn't looking like Mexicans and stuff like that. Not saying some of them couldn't been Mexicans and stuff like that, but we saying a lot of the other the races of people was like they wasn't Hispanic though. They was like African and Japanese, China, other not Mexican and Hispanic though. That's what I mean. Ain't nobody pulling in huge numbers from other continent. Are you, that's not true. That's not true. I seen these folks for myself. It was definitely hella Mexicans. I mean hella Africans coming in. It definitely was. I remember seeing it for sure. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. It looks like that way by what's been showed on the news. That why it won't just Hispanic people though, y'all. When they was talking about them migrants and stuff not too long ago, it wasn't. See, it was a bunch of Nigerians. Yeah, them too. Yeah, it was like Nigerians and other stuff. Like it was. Yeah, it won't really. They really won't showing like really like Hispanics and because Hispanics and Mexicans been sliding in here. We ain't talking about that. We talking about the people they let come in here and gave them some housing and a check and told them they can go in Chicago. James said, "Why are you obsessed with Mexicans?" You just wanted me to say your comment out loud. Come on, man. We in here having a good conversation, man. Don't come in here with that. Don't come in here trolling. Just come in here with some good conversation. Everybody in here bounce ideas off of one another. We in here sharing information. Don't come in here with that. Somebody said there's white people too. It's not just brown folks. What you mean by there's white people too? What you mean, white illegals? I don't even think that's a thing, bro. I think white people just stick together, bro. If you white and you from anywhere else, you'll get a visa. They'll give your ass a visa. I don't even think white people got to go through all them hoops. I don't know about all that. And they ain't even trying to be funny. I'm just saying. What about the foreign students? They get jobs over us too. The foreign students that get jobs over us. Um, I don't know what to say. What I will say about that though, usually when a foreign a person come from a different country over here to go to school, they usually go for something pretty decent. Though I ain't gonna say it ain't nothing one of them jobs where it's you getting it over me because like it ain't one of them construction jobs and nothing like that. Them people be going for real deal stuff. They be going for engineering and let's not do one thing about me. I'm gonna be fair and go from what I really see. Let's not do that though. I don't think we can put that in the mix. It ain't a race thing at all. What you talking about, official D3? Because it sounds like you got something you really. What you mean? It ain't about race. It's about power. What power you think they trying to display though? I'm white, but where are you from? And being illegal, that gets us deported. Yeah, but we don't have jobs for Americans, so anyone who not American should not be here getting jobs over us. The mushroom guy, I love mushrooms. I'm a vegan, so I like the name. But I don't know. We shouldn't let them in. Period. Then I mean, we can't allow. I think once they go through the system, I feel like they equal. So once somebody get a visa or whatever to come here for school or whatever, I think we should consider them equal at that point. They already done went through the process to be a you now. That's supposed to be the whole point. That's what's throwing the especially the heavy American people citizens off. That's what's throwing them off because if you want to stay here, why is you burning American flag? So that's what I'm saying. Once they apply to come here for the visa and get accepted, I mean they like it, they like you now. It ain't that you can't really call them, foreigners no more. They you now. I mean, that's what the process is for, right? That's how I look at it. Our purpose of life, I'm gonna post this. I think our purpose in life is to love each other as well. I think everybody should love one another as well. And we ain't gonna talk about what people not doing. I think everybody should love each other as well, but they ain't got nothing to do with you being deported though. For real, for real. It's beautiful land everywhere. It's like people act like Mexico just horrible or something. Like it's beautiful in Mexico. Everything grows in Mexico. Okay, yes. You talking about ill vegan? I'm out. Bye, Ryan. Stop hating, bro. Stop hating, bro. Ain't no meat eater. I should say ill to you. Something breathing, and then you gotta stop breathing so you can eat and say, "Oh, I'm full." Ill, Ryan. So if y'all in LA right now, let me know. Is it really rides though? On the for real? Are they really riding? Is they really riding? Like, is they riding or is they just trying to get their point across? Is they just trying to get their point across? Why can't Mexicans play Uno? They always play the green card. As Americans, we can't just go to any countries. That's facts, though. That's facts. That's facts. Hey, don't it seem like it'd be harder for us? Don't it seem like it'd be harder for us, right? Don't. Don't it seem like it'd be harder for us to sneak into another country than other countries to sneak into here for some reason? It seems like other countries be protecting their borders better than we do. Like we cool with it. Yeah, I mean, I'm with you, Bree. I'm with you, Bree. I think they should be gone, Bree. I'm with you. I'm with you. I think we should be doing whatever we need to do to get the United States in order right now. I think once the United States is in order, we'll figure the rest out. But as of right now, I think we just need to get the United States in order. I really do. I really do. But I also feel like, I feel like the United States is about to fall anyway, though. I feel like the empire of the United States is about to fall. It's about to look different. T said, that's a fact. That's a fact. But I don't think this situation apply more than us actually sending the money to Israel, or whoever we sent the money to, whoever we had sent all the money to. I think that applied to that, feeding other people in that situation. But if I'm just being honest, I really don't feel like the Mexicans and Hispanics, take away from the overall. I don't feel like they bother nothing for real, for real. If you ask me, I really don't. I really don't. It's just when it comes to these, like the people, when they giving out these housing and assistance to these people, and far as us sending a whole bunch of billions and trillions to other countries and stuff like that, that's in the way. But I truly don't think, you know, I truly don't think the Mexicans and Hispanic is really, messing us up as the United States. I don't think so. Veganism isn't a virtuous as people think. Man, the way I eat is amazing. Like I say, everybody, you got to eat according to your genetic makeup. I eat mainly fruit, so I eat according to my genetic makeup. So I should be eating this. And then some people, they should be eating meat, and they should be eating it close to raw as possible. You keep you keep mentioning Mexicans racist. James, what you mean? What did you talking about? Cody said I'm skin and bones. Cody, we ain't about to get on my physique now. We ain't about to get on what I look like. I think I'm more than skin and bones. Hey Vicky, what's up, Vicky? We should make a crime court bar to get in. No more than 32 felonies. I'm not sure what that means. Miss Hot Mama say she thick. Miss Hot Mama, don't be coming in here. Hey, it's men in here. We having good conversation. Don't be coming in here distracting the men in here now. Talking about you thick. Don't be coming in here distracting the men now. We got to stay focused. We in here having real citizen talk. We trying to get some order in the United States. There you go. There you go. Janice, there you go. There you go. Talk your talk. Don't let them talk to me like that. She said, not skin and bones, healthy looking. Hey, let me let me pin that. Let me pin that. Let me pin that for the person who said I'm skin and bones. Hey, D Mushroom, I definitely do. I definitely know how to find food outside. I'm waiting on these birds to be ready now at this park that I go to. I can't wait. I hope the pot don't get to them before I get to them, because I'm gonna slice the whole bush off. Look up what a Roman act is. Okay, let me see. I'm about to look it up now, y'all. We about to see what a Roman act is. Cause Cody wants to see so bad what a Roman that is. Let's see. Cody. Cody, you better be putting us on to some good information. If it's something in the way, I'ma block you. I'ma block you. I'ma block you. A Roman circus act. Romans? What is? Ain't nothing popping up. Are you looking for a Roman circus? A Roman circus? They hate it here but won't leave. Who hate it here? I don't think Mexicans hate it here. I don't think Mexicans say they hate it here. I don't think Mexicans say that. T said, be thankful I got a high metabolism. Man, I just eat great. Gladiators, etc. I believe. Man, let's see. We got 211 people have voted. Everybody say they should be deported. So, have I ever had a pawpaw? Nah, I ain't never had no pawpaw. Oh, I ain't never seen Gladiators, y'all. Don't get mad at me, y'all. Don't get mad at me. I ain't never seen Gladiators. I know that's a blockbuster movie, but I ain't never seen it, y'all. I ain't never seen it. Shit, I just seen Avatar 1 and 2 like 2 years ago. Well, when Avatar 2 was about to come out, I just had seen Avatar 1. Some movies I be on heavy, and then some movies I be late to it. I ain't never seen Notebook neither, y'all. I want to see Notebook, but I ain't never had me no nice young lady. I want to watch it with a nice young lady with some grapes, and you know what I mean? I want to be a nice vibe, you know? I ain't never seen Notebook, but I want to watch it though. Yeah, Avatar 1, my favorite movie. I cried so many times during that movie. It's crazy. I cried so many times. Hey, L. Hey. When I say I cried so many times during Avatar, it broke my heart. It broke my heart plenty times. All of the avatars are good. I mean, both of them definitely good, but the first one better than the second one though. The first one just it hit different. Yeah, so somebody said the Notebook is good. I heard the Notebook is good, y'all. What's my honest opinion on all the migrant stuff, right quick? Oh, I feel like the United States is bringing them in to cause trouble. Like I say, I feel like the United States is about to fall in a way that a lot of people is not prepared for. Like I think we about to go through like a little apocalypse session, you know, type of thing, until the world balance itself out. So I feel like everybody is about to be on an even playing field. It's about to be like the purge out here for a minute. And then until everybody who pretty decent people just left. And then we're gonna reproduce. And it's gonna just be a whole bunch of different people. And then it's gonna rebuild and stuff like that. That's my thoughts. That's my honest opinion. That's why I believe they let the migrants in anyway. For real, for real. Right now, for real, I believe they trying to get the Mexicans deported really just to cause, you know, confusion. And honestly, because they been here. I mean, if anybody already know, I have been to Texas. I lived in Texas before. So I know it's places carved out just for Mexicans. Like, I ain't see nothing but Mexicans when I was in, Texas for real, for real. I ain't really see too many white people like that, and I damn sure ain't see too many black people like that. Besides when I was going to Houston. Matt said, continue to call black people the N-word about. I'm not sure what you're trying to say. What's my thoughts on the N-word? I mean, I ain't really a fan of the N-word like that for real. I don't think you can change the word that somebody called you as a negative and try to make it a positive. I think that's what a weak person would do. Like, he called me big head. My name, what's up, big head? That's a term of endearment now. I'm gonna use that for a term of endearment. You know what? Call me big head from now on. Nah, I think that's weak. I think that's weak. You live in Houston. Janice said, Avatar do pull on your heartstrings. Tell me about it. When I say I'm talking about I was in my feelings on Avatar. I felt every bit of that. Even when she was trying to explain to him like how to be and stuff like that, I'm like, bruh, that's love, bruh. Like, Avatar, man, that's my movie right there, bro. She says she can call herself you know what, when she do something. I mean, calling yourself that, I mean, everybody got their own thing, but like I said, that ain't my style, bro. That ain't my style. It's like, I mean, stuff is based on your perception, right? But if I know, like, that word has became too popular, so I already know the perception on that word. So it's just like, nah, I wouldn't call myself that. James, Avatar was a stupid ripoff of Native Americans. That's a strong opinion. Who are the Native Americans, James? Who are the Native Americans? So is Vegas. We're the new LA. Hollywood is migrating there. Hey, I used to go to Vegas all the time. I've been to Vegas about 8 times. 7 or 8 times. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. I done stayed in Circus City. I mean, is it called Circus City? Circus? Something like that. I think that's the name of it. I done stayed in what's the one that look like a pyramid? I done stayed there a couple times. The Links. I done stayed there. Is it called the Link? Something like that. The Luck, something like that. I done stayed there a couple times. I done stayed at the I think the Mirage. I stayed at the Excalibur a couple times. Where else? There's somewhere else I'm forgetting. But yeah, I used to go to Vegas all the time. I went to Vegas about 8 times. After my first 2 times, I ain't even used to be on the Strip like that. I used to be in the city like I live out there. The price I paid for the hotels is what the resort fees is now. Oh, damn. The resort fee was already like $35 when I was going during that time. But at some hotels, I used to be at the poker table, they used to they'll comp the resort fee. And I was already getting the rooms and stuff for free because I was going so much. I thought, wow, I get the rooms free. I just had to pay the resort fee. But like I say, I be at the poker table, get that knocked off. I'm like, all right, I'm out there. Ooh. I used to go to the Reef. I go to the Reef, the dispensary. Go ahead and get me some KK edibles and get in that mood. You hear me? Sit in that seat. You got niggas eat them KK edibles. All I used to hear is blinding lights. California leaders not protecting business owners. It's shameful. I always thought that California just seemed like, I don't see why people even want to be in California to me. Don't they take like half of your taxes? They take, half out for your taxes like 50%. Everything is expensive in LA. They say it stink. Peace and abundance, yeah. I'm about to be out of here too, though, y'all. I enjoyed this conversation. If y'all ain't here right now, make sure y'all subscribe. You know, we gonna come and talk about it. I go live pretty often. Yeah, y'all can catch me. Y'all might catch me live, sleeping on live. Y'all might catch me story time on live. We might talk about worldly things like this, you know. We do a lot of stuff here. Peace and abundance to y'all. I'm thankful and grateful for y'all being here. Thankful for everybody for hitting the votes, the polls, and stuff like that. If y'all want to support my channel, I am not monetized right now. If y'all want to support my channel, y'all hit my GoFundMe. If y'all want to support it another way, you want to be a sponsor of a mukbang, because I do eat a lot of vegans. Well, as far as like fruit, I have my fruit mukbangs that I have here. If you want to be a sponsor of that, send something to my Cash App. Make sure you put the fruit you want me to eat in the Cash App, or if you just put fruit, I'm gonna pick the fruit I want to pick. If you want me to eat a certain fruit, type in the full part what fruit you want me to eat. I'm gonna make sure I shout you out in the mukbang, and we're gonna eat that fruit. I enjoyed y'all today. Thank y'all for not doing too much trolling. Y'all really kept it like adult in here. I'm rocking with y'all. Everybody that was in here, y'all are decent people. Y'all good people. Y'all weren't in here trolling. Y'all, we had good conversations. We bounced ideas off of one another. We talked to everybody. Everybody talked to each other with respect. You know, we kept it pretty good. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all have a great, magnificent, wonderful day. I'm talking about a great, magnificent, wonderful day. I appreciate everybody out there. If you love me, I love you back. Abundance.